Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So today I'll be doing my Showmax review.
Well, we'll try and figure this one out.
Very wise.
There's no friggin' way I'm staying down here.
This is Transformers. Watch out. You know, watch this thing. I watched it. Remember when you had traveled? I finished it. That guy can get it. I'm so sorry, but he can get it. Babe, ukizengia gym kama umse ungekuwa mbali sana. Lakini look at you on the couch. Hapo tumebeba ufala. In fact, sijaibeba na mwanaume. Hapo nimebeba vizuri. Wa? Beep, 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 beep. Titit. Sasa, nuskizanga msupa yes. Men are trash. Men are trash. Where is this lady going? And she's going to die. Okay, go then. You can go.
Babe.
But in ukweli. Oh, girl! What's up, girl? Wow, yes! Girl, men are what? Men are trash. Like, masikio yako ni ndogo sana. Like ni hivi. Unaona masikio yako ni hivi, bro. Yo ni ndogo sana. Unasikia ngaje udaku? Imagine masikio.
Let me use the bathroom na come, sir.
That's leadership. Or brainwashing us.
I bet you guys have all seen the Instagram advertisement for Showmax, and I also watched the same ads, and I can actually honestly just say it did not make me want to pick the subscription, because yeah, I guess they're funny, but they just don't make a consumer that interested in getting. I guess it gets the word out and information, but it's not that compelling. It's not that a compelling advertisement. So I want to tell you guys the story of how I stumbled onto Showmax and my experience and my review. So this past weekend on Twitter, Big Brother Africa Nigeria was trending on Twitter, and everyone was talking about Ike and Mercy and the whole controversy in the house that they posted up. I can find a few stories on Twitter that talks about this.
Yeah, I said it's true. And that was forcing it. If you...
Oh my god, I'm so horny right now. Why are you doing this?
Look at the action. Can you see the action? Like, it's crazy. Teammates is very crazy. Wow. That's my Messi. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
My brain doesn't work like his brain works.
Listen, that's why you can't be disqualified. Or else you don't want to ever hear from me again.
Okay.
Mercy was twerking in some videos and dancing with other men, and Inke got upset. And when I saw this story broke, like it looked so interesting and so funny, so I wanted to watch more. So I started looking up on the internet of ways I can watch this specific episode, and this is how I stumbled onto Showmax, because Big Brother Africa also streams on Showmax, so this is how I stumbled onto Showmax. So I signed up with my Facebook account, and the process is very simple, and you can pay with a variety of forms. You can pay by card, you can pay by M-Pesa if you're in Kenya, and you can also pay by PayPal. And it was pretty easy, simple, not much signing up. And the price I was actually surprised. It was quite cheap. I think I paid 250 shillings, which in dollars is like $2. And I was surprised it was this cheap. So it made me feel a little like, what am I paying for? What am I paying for? Because anything this cheap might not be so good. So here I am scrolling through Showmax looking for this Big Brother Africa episode. I think it's episode 7, and I really wanted to watch this. I really wanted to watch this twerking and all this drama that's erupted on Twitter, so that I can get on Twitter and also add my opinions and add my thoughts. But I was very disappointed. I was so disappointed. So Showmax only has Big Brother Nigeria until episode 5, and this was episode 7, and the last air date was 28th July, and this was like 3rd, 4th August. So what the fuck, Showmax? What the fuck? So at that point, I literally wanted my money back, because I only paid for this subscription because I wanted to see Big Brother Nigeria. That was the whole point of this whole paying for this subscription. I was so disappointed. So you guys want me to wait another week or 2 weeks before you post this episode, and by then Twitter will have moved on. Twitter will literally have moved on from this story, and I've missed out. I'd have missed out. But it was a little money, just $2, 250 Kenyan shillings. So I was like, okay, it's fine. Keep my money. I won't complain. Let me try out these other offerings they have on their site, because I'm curious. So this is why I decided to make this review, so that I can tell you guys also what this Showmax is all about, and if it is actually worth your money. I really like the fact that there was only one subscription, so you pay for one subscription and you get access to all their shows. It's just like Netflix. There's no how DSTV puts it, where they give you packages of this number of channels, this number of channels, this number of channels, and I guess you have to struggle figuring out which channels are more important to you. So this, they give you one subscription, you pay once, and you get access to everything they have for the month. One disappointing thing about the service is they don't have any sports content or any live TV shows like news channels. Like if you're in Kenya, you won't be able to see Citizen, KTN, NTV, and all the local channels you're used to, so bear that in mind. But I guess if you are streaming everything on your computer or on your smart device, these channels are also on YouTube, so you cannot just watch these channels on YouTube. So not that much big a deal. Not that much big a deal. I was surprised that Showmax has all the normal shows you're used to, things like Game of Thrones, all HBO content, most of the comedies you're used to, and I was actually surprised they have actually access to these shows, because these shows are usually hard to get, and some are not even on Netflix. So I was actually surprised by this, and when I looked at their catalog, they have so much content, like so much content. I actually looked at it and I was wondering, would I be able to run through all of these? So they have a very rich library of content, things I've not even seen before. Especially if you're looking for local or African shows and channels, they have a big collection. And honestly, African shows and Kenyan shows, I would not normally look for these shows. So it was actually surprising. It was actually very well received that they actually recommend this stuff to me, so that I can finally, I guess, start supporting Kenyan content and African content, shows from South Africa, shows from Uganda, shows from Nigeria, shows from Kenya, shows from all over the continent. So I was actually quite impressed that this is my gateway to, I guess, experience our own content. Some shows on the platform were quite confusing. I don't understand why Scandal is called The Fixer on Showmax. Like, why? Why is Scandal called The Fixer? What the fuck? What is that? What is that? So Showmax, they have a beautiful interface. When you click on a movie or a show, they give you a really rich description of the particular show you're watching. They give you the cast, descriptions, when it aired, age ratings. But I wish they added more of like a Rotten Tomato rating or IMDb rating, because I am those people who I don't like wasting my time. So I do not watch anything that is below 7 on IMDb or below 70% on Rotten Tomato, because my time is very, very valuable. So I do not waste time on anything below a 70% on this scale. So I wish they had this so that I know up front. So even when I'm trying a new show, at least I know it's been reviewed and I can see everything on one website that this is worth my time. At the bottom of the page, they have recommended shows you can watch and similar shows to what you're exactly watching. So I really like this feature because it allows you to watch things that you already like and it recommends for you things to watch. And I really enjoy this this feature. I watched a review on YouTube of someone complaining that search on their website doesn't work so well, so I tried this out for myself. I'm new to this whole African content and Kenyan content. I would not necessarily know how to search for particular shows, so I just ended typing in Kenya, and it gave me a few shows, but not exactly the entire breadth and catalog of Kenyan shows on their website. So I guess this is one of the problems with the site. Search does not work that properly. It also works the same if you type Uganda, if you type South Africa, you find a very small selection of content, which they actually have more South African or more Kenyan content, but they only give you results of a few. So I think they need to work on these systems, because most normal users like me, we don't know what is out there and what is specifically trending in the Kenyan or African space. So we would like to be able to just search for a show and it gives us some good recommendations. I guess that's what the system is there for, and that's what it should be doing. So if I feel like typing Kenyan drama, I should be able to get a pretty good big selection of shows. So I also decided to type in Big Brother Nigeria to see if I can find that particular episode that I was looking for, but something weird that popped up is when I typed in Big Brother Nigeria, it gave me episodes that have not even been aired. It gave me results of episodes that are to be aired in September and further down the line. And I'm shooting this video in August, so I don't know how it gives me results for things in September. So when you click it, nothing happens. So this is kind of a problem with this website. They also have a kids collection on their site with a lot of kids shows on it. Actually, in your profile, you can also designate it as a kid profile or an adult profile, and I really like this feature. And they have very good content that can entertain your little children. They have shows like Piggy something, I don't know, kids shows. So I didn't pay so much attention, but in the video I attached, you can see the list of shows, and they looked pretty interesting. And I guess it's this service, it can work for you and your family. I tried looking for some sports shows and I found Super Sport, and they only have one show on it, which is a golf channel, and I guess they give golf highlights. And so if you're a sports fan, I guess the service does not do much to cater to you, so have that in mind when you're paying for Showmax. So generally, my overall review of the site, it's a really good service, and for the money, you really cannot beat it. At $2 compared to Netflix, which I think now should be $10, $13, $15, there's really no beating Showmax. And they have a good range of catalog of content. They have shows from the ones you're usually used to from the West, and they also have African and Kenyan shows that are pretty good. So I give this site thumbs up. It's a good website. It's a good thing they're doing. They update their catalog often, and I have seen how they've progressed throughout the years as I watched reviews from people who reviewed the site in 2015, 2016, and when you compare the two, there's a big difference. So they're working to really bring good content on our screens, and I guess this is the future. This is really the future. So if you guys liked what I had to say, check out Showmax. It's $2 a month. Nothing much. It's a coffee or KFC. It's a KFC meal, so it's not that much. So try it, and yeah, that's my review. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.